Hello everyone, this is the Mad Salvi letting you know that unless things are proven with Twitter posts and stuff like that and have actual proof behind it, treat everything in this thing as a theory. I will try to mark certain things as news and theory and everything like that to kind of let you guys understand, but also, you know, use a critical mind. And I hope you do enjoy. Twitch has done a dumb thing. They have decided that in countries like my own, in the US, New Zealand, those type of places, they're going to be raising the price of tier 1, which is the basic tier that pretty much almost everybody is a part of, unless you're like one of the bigger VTubers and you have a lot of tier 2s and tier 3s. Most VTubers are tier 1s, and they're going to be raising that $1 over here in the US a month from 5 to 6. 5 was already extremely high for a lot of people. 6 is nearly impossible for people like myself who do not make a lot of money, who do not have a lot of money in the bank, who have like $15, $20 to my name right now. It's $6 a month is a lot for anybody that I want to support. It's impossible for many people. And right here, you have the rightful reaction of some of the people to the price increase. Mew VTuber says you already take half of our income if we simply have a purple check. And affiliates like myself get hurt really bad by this. People who are partners get hurt less. People who are Partner Plus program get hurt even less. It says you make so much money off the kindness of our communities. Now you're risking even less money for your smaller creators to line your gold encrusted pockets. Do they know we're in a recession? I hope they reverse this, but all in all, I know they won't. Yeah, we all know they won't. Paranorma says, even though I simulcast, here's one more reason to watch me on YouTube instead. Twitch really thought they would start earning more with this decision, as if creators will earn more too? Dude, less people are going to subscribe now. What is the higher ups thinking? You're literally losing more money and will lose creators. Then basically you can bring your questions to patch notes here. Kasumi says, this is honestly disappointing. This will actually make people subscribe less. I completely understand if people need to cancel their subscriptions. Their prices are ridiculous. But Twitch, this is one of the worst decisions you have made and honestly hurt creators more people. Netcore, with Twitch sub prices are increasing and we all understand that people are going to have to cut down on the amount of channels they sub to. So here are some ways to support me. Non-financial, watch my streams and come to say hello. Support me on other platforms. You know, you can just like a stream, like a video, do that kind of stuff. You know, spread it out, share it to other people. That's the non-financial. The financial ones, you can go to YouTube instead. You can do that, especially for me and things like that if it ends up being too much for you. Stay as financially sound as you can. If you cannot afford to subscribe, continue to subscribe to me, then please don't. Following, attending streams, following on socials, and commenting, liking posts are amazing free ways to do it. I agree with that, and I wholeheartedly agree with that. I want everyone to know you're free to unsub to me if your financial situation requires it. Thing that I appreciate the most is people watching and chatting. I do the same thing. I myself am going to focus on putting more content on my YouTube and possibly Patreon. That type of thing. Just, you know, go to my YouTube. It's less expensive there if you can't afford the $6. You know, that type of thing. And I've read people say that one of the reasons they're doing this is because Partner Plus is becoming extremely popular. So they're having to give more money to people who are Partner Plus, because you can get up to 70-30, I think is the highest you can get, where 70% is you, 30% is them. So enough of the high earners are in that Partner Plus, so they're losing a lot of money. So they wanted to make a little bit more money in the long end. And of course, you know, Twitch is pretty much bleeding money at this point. They're bleeding a lot of money. They are, you know, losing money every single day, even though they're owned by Amazon. They still lose money on server costs because Amazon still charges them for servers, all that type of stuff. And of course, like I said, the Partner Plus. So if you cannot afford it, unsub. I am pretty sure most of your people that you are sub to in Twitch will understand. I will understand. Everybody understands. Things are hard. Like I said, I can't even afford it, and I'm a affiliate myself. I can't even afford that. Like with the money that I get from Twitch and the money I have myself, I can't afford $6 a month. That would definitely be a reason for me to not do anything anymore. So I appreciate you. Appreciate all the support you guys give. But of course, take care of yourselves first. Due to a huge hiring demand, at least buying demand when it comes to the Nijisanji and stuff, which I highly doubt, they are making more stuff. They're saying inventory notice for the hero's first anniversary, Nijisanji Fragrance Volume 5, due to significantly larger than expected demand. Maybe they did like 15 and they got 30. Something like that. We're doing more. They're going to be doing a second wave of it. Everybody cheered, of course. The people that love them. That's fine. You can enjoy Nijisanji all you want. But I think this is kind of a trying to create a false narrative to get people to actually buy. Trying to get people to I guess, make a false scarcity and say, yeah, now you can get it. Limited supplies are going to happen. This and that. Pretty boys selling makeup. The target audience is pretty clear. They're all shown as sold out. JP Live is involved too, so it could be them. We're having a lot of them are, and some also Vantercurl, Yuki, Vesalius. So you have some EN people, but a lot of the fragrances are JP, and they are sold out. Speculate that they either produced very few of them in the beginning, or even that it was intentional tactic to make it look like there was high demand. That it's a marketing gig, it's a marketing tactic. They're trying to do marketing. Props to them if it works out for them. But yeah, part of the setup for quarter one report, their portrait as look EN is in demand overseas. Yeah, they're trying to kind of puff up because I think they know that the quarter four report isn't going to be doing so well. So the quarter one report of 2025, they want to make it look better. This person here says JP NDF was reported to Discord officials for defaming Holomem. This person here is supposedly someone that was defending Nijisanji and attacking Holo members. This person here was also sent a report. I'm not sure if this person reported them or not. It says, what we're looking at here, I came looking for answers, and here is some translations of what happened. VTuber general thread other than Holo. It's saying here, let me try to open it as well to make it bigger. It says there is Hololive, so there are others, and continuing here, it's saying Nijisanji, Aigiri, other individuals, to Nijisanji, VTuber general threads. Says, I'm a thread owner, I'm doing the taboo of rubbing someone else under a different name. In a Hololive thread, it's doing all that kind of stuff. Shocked when I found out Akizoe and Aki Rose, basically, and Noel were doing this kind of talking under different names. Kind of thing is taboo. And, people are saying, by the way, it's okay to talk about reincarnations. I don't know where the taboo line is. People doing taboo stuff. And, taboo topic, rather delicate topic, so it might be safe not to talk about it. People are saying that, these type of things aren't safe to talk about. They're very taboo. So this person saying that JP NDF sisters throwing a fit about Hololive talents can get NSFW art and get praise for it, while Nijisanji gets it and they get angry for it. Or that type of stuff. Another pathetic mercy begging attempt. That's what it is. They're just angry that Nijisanji's not getting the same kind of help. They did hint at alt accounts for 2 Holo talents, not so great way to avoid specifics. That said, worst case, his message gets removed and they don't specifically call out for the alt account from this image. So it's not necessarily that they got reported for Discord. They just got pretty much chastised for trying to do alt stuff and trying to just cause drama, which is good. This person saying that behind the JPNDF years of mad hatred of Hololive is the historical perception that Hololive has always been small, and they're starting to usurp the size of Nijisanji. Live and CCV wars, Hololive was weak agency, but Kiryu Koko brought some power to it. Watame, other people brought some power to it. Toa got more popular with the EN side. A lot of livers ended up getting more strength with the EN side, with the Kagai Nikis, as they called, Kaigai Nikis. And as we already know, the creation of JPNDF to console themselves with Niji has achieved nothing historically. Live did not lose the war with Niji, but destroyed itself through internal divisions. Game Club, which collapsed in the same year. Keys in the Eye, all those things, there were a lot of internal divisions. Hololive, now at the top of the industry, had been growing before Coco in a place that had nothing to do with Niji. Hololive was gaining their own subscriber base. They were gaining their own base of people who enjoyed their uniqueness. And they're doing, their Hololive Holofest, Hololive Summers. Late 2019, it had grown to a scale that followed Niji. So it had been growing slowly, but it eventually grew pretty big. After all, Niji has never been an industry supremacy in the past, and JPNDF continues to resent it. They want supremacy, they want hegemony, they want to be the only ones in control, of course. Let them destroy themselves. For my opinion, Nijisanji is just similar to Johnny of Japan's idol industry, cancer for the industry. The EN side management and fans are very bad at PR. Everything they think makes them look good in their eyes is seen as dumb or reprehensible by the rest of the community. There are still people who believe the Niji sisters in JP are some kind of civilized, keep to themselves type of people. No, they're actually pretty parasocial. Not penny to the company, however, this is not really true. They're a first agency in an industry so young, the competitors at the point were independents, and they were the first ones to do Live 2D, of course. They were the fastest to reach 1 million subscribers, and that's the thing, I can tell it to infer that the company was conducting corporate espionage, take out the competitors. It's not true, of course. The Niji has never been industry supremacy. None of their staff could hold a candle like Keys in the Eye, but as a corpo, they did hold some ground. They did some powerful things. It's just some, objectiveness for you guys. They won't destroy the industry. The industry's big enough. You have some smaller players, but the industry itself is mature enough, I think, at this point, that a group like Nijisanji or even Hololive or any of those will not have the power to destroy the industry overall. So I think this guy's a little bit too wary of the whole situation. I think they don't have much to worry about. Vallure, which is of course the new Yabai company, the new NSFW company, is saying the Genmates are being held back, but it's normal. Like me as a YouTube creator, this is normal. So thankful that I can even say this, but all members of Vallure made the watch time requirement after debut, but it's taken a week for the stats to update. It's that way for me too. I had that situation. It takes a week, sometimes two, depending on the size, depending on if you're a corporation, depending on everything. Heck, even Hololive and others have to wait a week. Like Hololive, Nijisanji, all the big players, Face Connect, they all have to wait a week. Look at Denoth. Denoth recently had their monetization streams. Denoth has been around for at least a week or more. So it's something that everybody's going through. It's a little bit of too much worry on this person's mind. It's pretty normal. 300 views strikes from the grave. Vallure girls, but the very premise of their existence was always going to put them on YouTube's S list. I don't think it's YouTube's S list. People are saying it is, but I don't think it is. Concept of Vallure itself automatically smacks onto the S list of YouTube because it is ASMR. It is a yabai company. Semi-spicy, particularly larger agencies, is going to get the eye of YouTube. So it may take them a little bit longer, but the 1 week is normal. At least it was for me. They aren't an AC agency. I thought the whole point of AV VTuber group was that they were going to do adult stuff on sites like that. Their primary content is effectively ASMR stuff. They're going to be doing stuff on Patreon, I'm sure, and that type of stuff a little bit more spicy. Their paywalled audio content is very much spicy stuff. So they paywall their spicy stuff, which is normal, and they have their regular stuff on YouTube. But this is a normal thing. This is nothing to worry about. This is something that is interesting. Of course, if they had offered me even like $120, I would have done the Vallure watchalong. Like even at $100, I would have done it. But this person offered a big VTuber $12,000 for the official watchalong, and they were a sponsored watchalong, of course, which a lot of companies do. You know, they go for larger VTubers and they go for them first. They actually go and reach out to them first. This is a normal thing, of course, but it was rejected. Quite a combative stance. I think the fair game to reject the offer, especially the VTuber's branding, does not fit Vallure's. Also, isn't properly vetting sponsorships the kind of job that management in the first place? Not directly comparable, but I think there's already a lot of reputable content creators that fell under scrutiny for promoting dodgy sponsors. For example, if you're large enough VTuber to be offered $12K for 3 hours of watch along, you'll probably be able to get other sponsors that may fit your image better. Of course, the issue is it's a spicy VTuber agency, so that is one thing that can possibly be affecting everything. Like, basically, it could be something that is going to affect your agency overall. And, of course, they have the right to be, to think things the way that they want to think it. But, of course, the person has the right to reject.
If you're a VTuber that has a management that deals with sponsorships, you got cucked out of so much money. Thank you to everyone who accepted the watch-alongs. I'm gonna burp. I am so...
Oh, God.
We offered $12,000 for a 3-hour React Andy watch-along. Got told nah. They were like, nah, we don't wanna put your audio and video on screen. Denied. $7,000 offer, no response. $6,000 offer, no response. Multiple $3,000 to sit and react for 3 hours to Cute Girls debuting, no response. So for those of you who did do the watch-alongs, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Because one, you weren't greedy shits. And
oh,
two,
dear Lord,
you
that's
actually
very
gave
competitive.
us the time of day. I'm very thankful. So yeah, VNU, thumbs up. Yumi Plus, thumbs up. A lot of VTuber agencies didn't even respond to emails. Thumbs down. Like, not even a courtesy email. There was a lot of theories about why we didn't get a response, but I completely get it. I'm just freaking memeing, by the way, before you're like, oh my god, I hate VTuber agencies. No, it's not how it works. But Off-Kai clashed with a lot of things. I think I offered like 10,000. Oh, that was it. I think I offered 8,000 to someone and never got a response. But I'm telling you right now, if you have a manager that is a barrier between someone saying to you, hey, I want to sponsor you, yeah, you got wrecked. Because there was, I think we sent 40 managements emails out with the offer inside, and like no response, cricket. And the fact that the 12K one was hilarious because the original offer was 10K, and then they were like, actually this VTuber does 4,000 per hour. So I was like, right, fine, raise our offer to 12K. And then we told her like little thing, we're like, yeah, just react to the girls, have audio, and they were like, we actually recommend not having the video and audio on so more people go into the streams. And I was like, mate, we're paying you $12,000 and you're not gonna do like what we kindly ask, which is be a react Andy for 3 hours. Like, it was crazy. I cannot tell you what goes on behind the scenes. Absolutely crazy. I apologize to anyone who submitted themselves and your price was too high. I didn't even bother to haggle if your price was too high because I was like, mate, I don't want to be mean, but some of you had very interesting price points. Someone was like, what's your average viewership? 20 views, and they asked for I think it was $700, and I'm like, that's not how it works. But thank you for submitting yourself. I appreciate it. But yeah, and also I am so sorry if you applied under the Vallure Google thingy and you said you would do it for free anyway. I'm sorry, but I didn't reply because you said you'd do it for free.
Yeah, I think I applied, but my viewership is not enough for them. Because I did a reasonable price. I think I did like 100 or 120 bucks, and they still said no. But it's because, of course, you're Vallure. You're a large company. You want to get large company type of things. That's why they went to VNU. They went to other agencies like that, because they want large money. And that makes perfect sense. I am a small VTuber. They denied me. That's perfect. I don't have any type of animosity towards that. That is their decision to make. Just like it's a decision to make of all these management companies to say no. They have the right to say no. This is one person's speculation, one person's story about the whole thing. It says, Niji pretends that they are VTubers, but it is known to JP VTuber fans of yesteryear that when it was regarded as an invasive species, that entered into the industry without identifying himself as a VTuber in the first place. This is what this person's saying. Virtual livers, a remnant of that. At the time of Niji's entry, the standard for VTubers was 3D CG videos. It was, because that's what Kizuna I did. That's what Sora did. When they did Live 2D, it was kind of a new thing. Of course, a lot of people don't accept the new thing right away. That makes sense a little bit. Entered, there's a primitive Live 2D stream. They did not call themselves VTubers, but virtual livers. I don't know if there's any proof of them being criticized for that, but this person saying, claimed that Niji was an invasive species, trying to pass itself as a VTuber without calling itself VTuber. Also, where Kizuna I makes a controversial choice. Kizuna I has made it clear that Niji is also a VTuber. Niji took full advantage of that fact that I was still influential at the time. As a result, Kizuna I lost popularity. That, again, sources need to be cited for this one. Niji was eventually abandoned due to the split clone fiasco. At the same time, Game Club, which is a popular posting for 3D CG, and .live was at war with Niji. Also destroyed themselves due to internal problems. A lot of smaller and larger organizations, unfortunately, ended up having a lot of internal issues in the early days. The only ones that really didn't, that became big, were Hololive. But unfortunately, a lot of them did destroy themselves from the inside out. Hololive was also seen as, following Kizuna I and doing all that kind of stuff, and then following Nijisanji. They were small. They weren't really seen as a competitor, but they were small. Niji always been fundamentally the same. Yachtman was looking for a lucrative industry, found a VTuber, dominated the industry with low cost, squeezed out as much profit as they could, and when he was done, he left the VTuber behind and went somewhere else. Miscalculation, however, was probably that even though Kizuna I and .live could be defeated, they did not anticipate Hololive's breakthrough. I think no one at that time really anticipated the Hololive was going to be as large as they are now. Hololive did everything right. Yago did everything right. And they moved up and became a big force in the VTuber industry, with Kiryu Koko, Hachama, others moving things into the EN space. Of course, Nijisanji taking the meat wave approach and just pushing as many as they could. They got big in the industry, but Hololive has shown that they're still very strong. Tokino Soda was the first known because Soda's stream happened to attract attention, while the streams of VTubers like Kizuna I did not start the non-stop story of Hololive's first fest. You have all these things that popped up, of course. And like this person saying here, lots of claims, zero evidence, but the context of it, that's what I'm saying. It's, it's just a context that this person's putting out. But yeah, it's just a thought experiment. If anyone was around during those times, of course, comment down below. But yeah, a lot of organizations that are big now weren't expected to be big before, and it is just a little bit of a thought experiment. Now we move on to the memes, which the boys dancing, as you can see here, is kind of a meme in and of itself. It looks like this was something that was planned by the boys themselves, so you can't really be too angry at them for not doing so well, because as far as I know, they're not getting any kind of choreography support. They're not getting any kind of big support. Choreography looks like a Boys to Men thing, looks like an old school 90s boy band type of thing. And it looks like I said, something that they planned themselves, so you can't really knock them too bad, but it is a funny little meme. You have this one, Nijisanji in North Korea versus the media, Dance of Authoritarians, Rip P2Y, Janice Grumbulis, Nijisanji Downfall, ID Media channel, and more. Basically, they're both free speech and oppression, exaggerated results. Yeah, they both try to get exaggerated results by actually just silencing people who are against them, which sucks for people who are against them. That is all for right now. Of course, comment, like, and subscribe down below. Thank you for being here. Of course, I love having the conversations with you guys. I love having these things with you guys, and I do appreciate it whenever you guys do comment. Take a look at my description for my socials. There's a Discord, there's Twitter, there's other places that you can check me out, Twitch, etc. And also check on your screen right now, because there might be a video that you might enjoy. Thank you.